Mars station spinning 3,900 feet above the watery sphere.
I can see for miles and miles. I can see for miles and miles. I can see for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles.
This is Monitor Duty.
Ladies and gentlemen, kids of all ages, welcome to Wednesday. Welcome to this end of the year Monitor Duty. That's right. That's right. This is the last time we are going to be signing on for 2025 because I'm not doing a show on Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve.
Lazy.
Probably not anyway. Unless something horrible happens and I don't want to hang out with my family. No way, man. My kid, my oldest, is back in town visiting from the big city. So
Bring them all on the show.
None. he could if he wanted to, but he probably doesn't. He's busy ridding LA of all the ne'er-do-wells and criminals. So he's playing LA Noir.
Ah.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you if he was a cop.
He's a he's a pretend cop and an actual law student.
All right. Well, at least he's one half of Law and Order.
Yeah. There you go. So anyhow, so that's that's the story. That's what's going on. How are you guys doing this Christmas season? This Yule tide?
Finally getting over this cold, so that makes it better.
Great. Good. Excellent. Oh.
And as for me, I've been having a good week because I finally have a big enough crew and the right friends on Discord that we've been doing like 3 hours of playing Among Us. So it's good because I've been trying to get this together for a long time, and I finally have enough people that I can say, hey, let's do a voice chat Among Us on Thursday night, and people show up. So yay.
Nice.
And cool. If anybody out there wants to join me, just go to youlousykids.com. The same as my name, youlousykids.com. Right there's my Discord link. You can come and play with us. So I'd be glad to have you.
Excellent.
As long as you're entertaining and as long as you can control your language, because I have to censor out every F word. It's painstaking in editing. So, yeah. Oh, somebody wants to say hello.
Why, hello, Pupper.
Merry Christmas. Okay. Angus hears me starting the show. He's like, I have to say hi.
Which is fine. So Today we are putting a hold on our big brain comic book talk for trivia. We're doing more quiz show stuff. So hopefully that's something everybody can get behind because that's what's going on. And Hutch has prepared some questions. And I believe, Cartoonicus, did you say you had a few as well, or is that not
bring
related?
Them up if we want.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see if I can share mine. Hang on a second. I just go to present, right?
Yes.
And then share screen, and choose Monitor Duty. I actually named it Monitor Duty Challenge. So there we go. It should, and I should have it showing just one question at a time if I did this right. So let's see if that shows up.
Oh, I have to, hang on. I've got to remove this and add this.
Okay.
Oh, sweet.
Okay, so I've got it showing just one question at a time. We stopped at 25 last time, so I don't know if we'll get to 50 or to 75, but here we go.
There are fewer of us this time, so maybe we'll go a little faster.
That's true. So. But each one involves discussion, gets us talking about comics, and that's a good thing. As you know. So here we go. What talked to Joan Dale, granting her the powers of Miss America? 1, the Constitution. 2, Abraham Lincoln's face on Mount Rushmore. 3, a bust of Paul Revere. Or 4, the Statue of Liberty. And as we did last time, you're just going to write the number of which your answer is into the chat, right?
Yes.
So you both put in your answer, please. 1, 2, 3, now. Okay. You ready? I'll do it. What are we waiting for?
We need to figure this out.
You just have okay.
Just
there's
in the
And remember,
group.
everybody else wants their answers too. In the chat.
Yeah, and that's fine. Okay, Matt.
Talk-
Okay, this one might be screwed up because Matt already put his in and you weren't ready, but that's okay. We'll be ready for next one, and that's okay. This is just a test one.
Let's see. All right. I'm ready.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Put your answer in. Put the number of your answer into the chat. Okay. So he says the Constitution. It is the Statue of Liberty.
Okay.
Yep. Joan fell asleep on a park bench, and the Statue of Liberty started talking to her.
I don't even know who Miss America is.
She's a quality comics hero. She
Yeah.
was the post-crisis replacement for Wonder Woman in the Justice Society.
Yeah. And I
Prior
found out she's
to-
actually public domain, so
Yeah,
maybe I can do something with her. That'd be
that's
fun.
at least prior to April of 1942, where Roy Thomas retroactively introduced the Golden Age Fury.
Yep.
But
Okay.
that is a story for a different time.
We should do some Young Justice, Young All Stars.
Oh yes,
Young All Stars.
Definitely.
Yes, that's it. And All Star Squadron. I especially want to finally go through that one annual that is just pivotal and amazing, and we need to cover it sometime. Anyway, here we go. Number 27. Which Green Lantern? Oh, dang it! Hang on. I'm sorry. It's just scrolling weird. I'm sorry. Which Green Lantern failed to stop Krypton's destruction? 1. Tomar Ray, 2. Abin Sur, 3. Sinestro, or 4. Chip.
I have an idea.
Here's a bit of a guess.
Okay.
Try to remember which sector everybody is in.
Actually, that is a point of discussion.
I mean,
As
they
soon
could
as we're
move
done here.
around, get transferred to a different job,
Uh,
get upgraded.
if you're ready, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so Cartoonicus says Sinestro. Matt Reese says Tomar Ray. It is Tomar Ray. It is.
Oh,
Yes, it is Tomar.
I figured that was going to be like, his villainous origin story. He failed.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, he doesn't regret that at all. Tomar Ray, that was his rookie assignment, was to save the planet. He was supposed to get rods of stellarium and drive them into the planet to stabilize the core until everybody could put together arcs and leave the planet. And that was at least the plan, and he got there with the last one, and it blew up. So it's a cool story. Big problem that I have with, it's really cool that Tomar Ray has Krypton in his sector, but you remember how we talked about Green Lanterns divided the entire universe into sectors, and there are entire galaxies. Like each sector is like not just a part of a galaxy, but many galaxies in each sector, which means that if Krypton is in Tomar Ray's sector and not Abin Sur's, then Superman's planet is way far away, galaxies away, which it has never been. It has always been in this galaxy.
Oh, really?
So I believe it's always been in the Milky Way galaxy. So, because it's about 50 light years away, supposedly. Because remember, there was an issue where the radiation from the explosion of Krypton finally reached Earth, and anyway, that was a cool story. But anyway, it's supposed to be about 50 light years away, so it would be within. I liked it because I don't think that the sectors of space should be so big that entire galaxies are covered, because that's way too much for one person to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And despite their name, I think that they should really be protecting the Milky Way galaxy, because the distance between galaxies is so gigantic that it doesn't make any sense. So I know they called themselves Guardians of the Universe, but that is just too much. So, anyway, that's my feelings on the matter. Here we go. 28. What is the name of Red Tornado's adopted daughter? Is it 1, Treya, 2, Tula, 3, Lita, 4, Lola? This may be the most appropriate question for this time of year, which I will explain. If you're ready to vote, are you guys ready?
I'm going to put something randomly in here.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, we got 2 and 1. Cartoonicus says Tula. Matt Reese says Treya. Tula is the name of Aqua Girl, and Treya is the name of Red Tornado's daughter. So good so far. You're 3 for 3, Matt. That's really good.
And interestingly, also Lita is the name of the Golden Age Fury.
Yeah. For short.
No,
for
wait,
Hippolyta.
no. Nope, I'm wrong. That's the Modern Age Fury.
Modern Age Fury. Yeah.
Yep. The Golden Age Fury's Helena, right?
Right.
Right. Okay.
Right. So yeah. So Treya is from an issue of Justice League where 3 aliens are traveling through the galaxy on their way to a star. And as they're following this star, they are all 3 carrying objects. And then one of them loses his object, which goes to Earth and falls somewhere, and they need to retrieve it. And Treya finds it, and it kind of has Green Lantern-like powers. When she grabs this orb, it lets her attack the people. She's from a war-torn country, and she uses it to attack the other side of the war. And so Red Tornado adopts her out of this war-torn place where she's an orphan. But yeah, then they give the orb back to the alien, who then takes it on their trip for the little interstellar magi. So it's a Christmas story that she's in. Yeah.
Well, and isn't she Middle Eastern as well?
Yeah. Post 2001, they called her Karaki. That she's from Karak. That was in Young Justice, I think. Peter David made that canon, which is fine. That's as good a place as any to have her from. And so she's supposed to be from Karak. The big problem that I have with Treya is that she is older in her first appearance than she is afterward. And and the problem with Treya is that she, unlike Dick Grayson, who keeps growing and growing older and older, Treya at the same time has actually stayed like a 5-year-old, and then an 8-year-old, and then a 7-year-old, and then then a 12-year-old, and then a 9-year-old, depending on who's writing her. Nobody seems to know how old she is or how much time has passed since the first time she appeared. But like I say, she actually got smaller than when her first appearance was. So anyway, I like Treya. I like Red Tornado and Kathy and Treya, and of course they've completely got rid of that post revamp on current DC universe. Who is the old arch enemy? Oh, let me make a new page here because this is across a page. There we go. Who is the old arch enemy of the rodent Green Lantern, Chip? 1, Dr. Hoot. 2, Frogzilla. 3, Dr. Ubix. Or 4, Cold Turkey.
You're not making it easy on me by doing all Green Lantern stuff here.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to just guess this one.
Well, the other 3 are all from Captain Carrot, so. So they're all cartoon animals. They're all legit DC characters.
That's amazing.
If you're ready, 3, 2, 1, go. And Matt says 1. Cartoonicus says 1. Dr. Hoot. Dr. Hoot is a Captain Carrot villain.
Oh.
Yep. His enemy is Dr. Ubix, who is named after Ub Iwerks.
Really?
Dr. Ubix was from the post GL, the post 2000 Green Lantern comics became Green Lantern Corps, and right around that time, Chip came to Earth, and it was revealed that Chip's universe got the Crisis revamped his universe and he doesn't exist. So his girlfriend, his wife doesn't remember him. His best friend doesn't remember him. And Dr. Ubix is the only pre-crisis character who managed to survive into the post-crisis because he hated him so much that he would not be wiped out by the crisis, which is pretty cool.
So why is he named after how works? Why would you make a villain out of him?
They just needed a name. Everybody on his planet has, like, in place of a vowel, they have a apostrophe. So they just needed a cool sounding name, and is a weird name, so why not? So Dr. Ubix is just named after Obiworks. When people said, why'd you come up with that name? They're like, it's a tribute.
So
because it's a cartoon animal. It's a cartoon animal, and he designed cartoon animals.
Okay.
You know? Yeah.
I'm unfamiliar with this person, Oob.
Oh, shame for shame.
Obiworks created
Walt
Mickey Mouse.
Disney would not exist without
Yeah.
Obiworks.
He's the guy who actually designed Mickey Mouse.
Okay.
Disney may have made the preliminary sketches, but Oob is the one who pretty much
He
made them.
single-handedly animated his original film, Plain Crazy. He was the technical mind that made half of their innovations that allowed animation to become what it did. I mean,
Yeah.
do not.
He's also why the 1970s Walt Disney cartoons look kind of sketchy, like the Robin Hood, Aristocats era. You know,
Yes,
we
because
have
using the Xerox machines.
That's right. He discovered Xerox machines. Said, why do we need inking? And that's why it looks weird, because it isn't inked; it's Xeroxed from the pencils. So,
Well,
it's
don't call it weird. A lot of people think that it's great.
it is just why it's different. It is got a different quality to it. It certainly does. And some people, I mean, I love those movies, but they are very different from the movies before and after that era. So yeah,
There's certainly no colored lines.
Okay, number 30. What Batman villain serves as the Batman to the criminals? Is it 1, Black Spider, 2, Killer Moth, 3, Captain Stingery, or 4, Deadshot?
This is kind of a trick question there, Hutch.
It is?
I think so.
Okay, you can discuss it.
I'm not sure what it's saying. What Batman villain serves as?
He's the Batman to the criminals. When you see Batman coming, you shine the signal into the sky to summon this guy to go fight Batman,
Yep.
and let you get away with your crime.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, okay, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, 2 and 2. You're both right. It is Killer Moth. Although, what is your
Well, because
quibble?
like the Black Spider, he wasn't he another character who was sort of like an anti-Batman, except like not for hire. Wasn't like he was wasn't the thing, he was like a Spider-Man pastiche that was also making himself to be, because like Catman is an anti-Batman and Prometheus is an anti-Batman, but right.
Yeah.
I was thinking Black Spider was also like made himself to be that, but not for hire, just for like bragging rights.
Yeah, I don't know Black Spider's story at all, quite frankly. I first saw him in one of those Gathering of All the Villains type comic books, and I don't know his individual story.
Let me see if I'm right, if I'm remembering correctly.
And I should say that Killer Moth's thing is aspirational. He wants to do that.
Right.
Yeah. And of course, they make fun of it more and more in the modern thing where we make fun of the guy instead of taking him at his word. Because originally he was entirely serious. He went to all the criminals and said, here's a Killer Moth signal. And when you're committing a crime and Batman shows up, shine this into the sky, I'll show up and I'll fight him. And then when Chuck Dixon was doing the modern take on it, he goes to the criminals and says, here you go. And they're like, oh, sure. You want me to shine a light leading to where I'm committing the crime? That's going to work. But it actually was supposed to be like infrared, and only he would see it.
Right.
In the original comics.
Yeah. And I've read that. And also, it's I've read that comic somewhere. I've got a reprint of it. I can't remember where I put it, but it's also really fun because like that was it. The thing is a takeover though. That was his tagline. Was I'll be the Batman to the criminals. That was actually in the comic. So
yeah, there was a 2-part Booster Gold issue where Booster's time traveling back and forth, and Batman actually gets killed by Killer Moth. And he goes into the future, and Killer Moth has like a blimp, and he has a really cool costume, and basically he has cred now. So it's like an alternate future for Killer Moth, like what he could have been. It's pretty cool. Okay, and Captain Stingery is like a pirate guy who has been dead and is back, depending on who's writing him.
I knew there was no way.
And of course, we all know Deadshot. Yeah. All right. What is Steve Trevor's nickname for Wonder Woman? 1, Goddess of Love. 2, Honey Bunch. 3, Angel. 4, Big Eagle.
Oops, I missed part of the question. Can you scroll up?
Oh, did I? Oh, okay. What is Steve Trevor's nickname for Wonder Woman?
There we go.
Or I should say his term of affection, maybe? That may not be a nickname, but what does he call her when he's...
I know what it is.
Okay. Are you ready, Matt?
Yes.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yes.
Yeah, you both got it. It is Angel. When she first appeared to recognize him, he said she's like an angel coming
That's
to save
what
him.
I thought I remembered.
Yeah. Big Eagle would be a cool nickname for her.
Never.
Never
maybe not a
night,
nickname.
fellows.
It would be cool if that was like her government undercover name. Okay.
Except for Big Barda. She doesn't care about that.
Yeah. Who tricked Snapper Carr
Here you
into
screeching,
betraying...
Big Eagle.
Okay. Who tricked Snapper Carr into betraying the Justice League? Lex Luthor, the Joker, Major Disaster, or Sinestro?
So I know this is a matter of trivia, but I've never read the story, and so I don't believe. It's like, what? Really? I don't understand why that's true.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird story. We'll talk about it after you get the answer here.
Right.
If you're both ready, 3, 2, 1, go. Post your answers. Okay, Cartoonicus says Luthor. He says Joker. Matt, you're right. It is the Joker. Although he was in disguise as like a, what would you say, like a good citizen type of reformer who doesn't believe that superheroes should exist, and he actually like convinces Snapper to join his crusade. So he's like an anti.
So he's a community organizer.
Basically, yeah. But underneath, he's got underneath his mask, he's the Joker with the big chin and everything from that era.
Now listen, people, beware of community organizers.
That's right.
That's right. Okay. So
it's hard to believe actually that would still be canon, given that the Joker is not portrayed that way at all. It's kind of a weird story. But that is why Snapper Carr, around issue 70-something, stopped being the sidekick for the Justice League.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So
go ahead.
I have a confession to make.
Okay.
I stopped counting on my score sheet. So
I never started.
I think you're winning clear and away.
Well, yes, but I know that I don't remember what all the questions. I guess I can go back to the chat.
Okay.
Right?
Oh well, we'll just go back to number 20. Let's see.
So 26.
26.
Right.
You got that one right.
I got that one. Yes.
Number 27.
I got that one. Okay.
Yeah, you got that one. 28. You got that one.
I got that one. Did Cartoon? No,
he has not gotten those three. He did not get them right.
Okay.
We
both got 29.
You got that wrong. Yep.
Yes.
30. I think
we both got that right.
You both got that right. Yep.
Yep.
And then 31.
And we both got 31 right.
Got that right. Yeah.
All right.
And 32, you got that one right.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay. So are you ready for 33?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Another Justice League question. Who did not join the Justice League of America when it moved to Detroit?
Ooh.
1, Vixen. 2, Gypsy. 3, Cyborg. 4, Vibe. Oh, let me get the question back on there. It's kind of... Okay, there.
This question might be tricky for anybody who started reading comics after like 2001.
True.
Yeah.
And it's
something
especially
called my
tricky. Yeah. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Put in your answers. Matt says Cyborg. Cartoonica says Gypsy.
Oh, I meant to. Darn it.
You meant Cyborg?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we'll give it to you.
Yeah, I'd give it to you.
It's my show. I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
Point. I'm not going to win anyway.
And actually, the other character is Steel, who is a cyborg. So, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. The
So okay, so here's the question, right?
Yeah.
On the subject of Justice League, right?
Mhm.
So the Justice League kind of started as like the heavy hitters, right?
Right.
And then it became like the backup book for people who only were in the backups, right?
When was that? When,
well, I mean, like, you know, around this time, you know, you didn't
Okay.
have, right? You had
Yeah.
people that like they were selling second features with these guys. Some of these guys weren't like, they weren't,
there wasn't anybody who had their own book
right
for
right.
this era. Yeah.
Yeah, even Aquaman was still in Adventure Comics at the time, but he was just like, you know, he didn't
I
have
don't
his,
think he was.
wasn't he? I thought
Maybe
he was.
Maybe he was. You know, it was very towards the end of the Adventure Comics era.
I think it was
but
toward the
yeah.
end of that, and then he had a couple of minis and everything. But anyway,
Yeah.
but point being though is then, you know, you kind of had and that was kind of the status quo, right? Where, you know,
Mhm.
Blue Beetle joined after Blue Beetle's book folded, and
Right.
the-
No. Blue Beetle still had a book.
did he have a
It
book
was-
when they
yeah,
when they
and,
did the
and so
relaunch there?
did Booster Gold for a
Okay.
little bit, but they both went to later being in the book.
Right.
The point was when they went to Detroit, they were basically copying what worked for Teen Titans.
Mhm.
Was that they had four heroes who none of whom had their own book, and you had four new superheroes created for that series.
Right.
They did the exact same thing here. They had, Vixen was created before, but
Right.
by the writer, so that was okay. And
Well,
then
yeah, and Vixen
Gypsy,
Vixen was brought in. She had her book launched for 1 month before the implosion?
yeah,
Yeah.
yep, she did. So basically, she had like all of 2 written appearances, one of which
Yep.
was in Canceled Comics Cavalcade. So
Yep.
yeah, the Steel being the grandson of a character from the implosion, known as Steel, Commander Steel.
Right.
So he was the grandson of Commander Steel, and then Vibe is a new character, and Gypsy's a new character, and in that way, then the other characters are, you know, Aquaman, Martian Manhunter, Zatanna, Elongated Man, and is that it? I think it's just those 4, and then so they're all characters that you can do whatever you want with them because they have no ties to anything else.
Right.
Because that was getting harder and harder to do with the way Superman and Batman's editors were getting more possessive, and this is around the time they're wanting more, you know, whatever I'm doing in the books needs to be reflected in that book, sort of thing. You know, it's not
Right.
it's not as easy. So they're having to deal with all these characters. It's like it's right around the time you're trying to do an Adam appearance, and Adam is going off to the jungle in his own thing. So it's like this way, you know, you have your own
Right.
characters that aren't being messed with by other people.
Right.
But yeah,
But-
it's a way too ineffectual Justice League because, I mean, aside from Martian Manhunter, they can't handle galactic menaces like the real Justice League could. You know,
Right.
so that was the
Well,
problem.
and that was kind of the thing I was building up toward, right? So you have
Mm-hmm.
this, then you have the JLA, JLI, moment, right, before the death of Superman. Then you have Grant Morrison bring back, or whatever, the big guns, right? For
Yeah,
lack of
the
a
big
better way to
seven.
say it,
Yeah.
right. So my question, right, is which do you prefer, right? The chances to have some veterans and some novices like stretch themselves, or or do you prefer having it be the big level A tier heroes every month?
I don't like characters who are too powerful, so I'm probably going to be easily gravitate toward the lessers.
I had a problem with, as much as I love the Giffen era Justice League, I had a real problem with the way it tarnished the words Justice League. That, like, if it got to the point that they're like, of course we're not going to succeed, we're the Justice League, it's going to be a disaster. You know, they talk so self-deprecatingly about their group being a bunch of incompetents. And it's like, that shouldn't be the Justice League, you know.
Yeah,
That's a problem with that. But I otherwise loved that era. I loved the Giffen DeMatteis era.
Yep.
I guess I like the Justice League when it's about. I guess I like the 16 that were members back around the issue 200 when I first started reading. You know, I like that balance of, you know, big heavy hitters and smaller characters, and then you shuffle them whenever they split up into threes for all the adventures they go on. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I prefer that. But I understand why, from an editorial standpoint, it was easier to get away from that. But I think they realized that Justice League needs to be Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and all the characters that you expect.
Yeah,
and if
I think
not,
part of it is those at that point, especially the industry had really coalesced around these big sellers, right? Because you go back to, like, you know, the year 2000, right, and shortly thereafter, the Justice League was basically the big hitter still, right?
Yeah.
The energy, momentum from that Morrison run was carrying it on, but you had the second stringers had a real home in in Jeff Johns' JSA book, right?
Yeah,
And the second stringers and the legacy characters, and they still had some of that name recognition from some of their legacy characters, Green Lantern, the Flash, and those sort of things. Some of the classics. But they did have a lot of room to stretch and to flex with those other characters, Cyclone and with Sam,
all the,
right?
Yeah, JJ Thunder and all those.
Yep,
guys.
JJ Thunder, who was still awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And in the Jim, from the comment, he says, Vibe is my all-time worst character for me. I don't mind the idea of new characters, but these characters and the setting in Detroit was just awful. I have not read enough of them to get a feeling for the Detroit setting, but I can understand what you're saying with the especially because you had some, you know, doughy, you know, boomer trying to connect with the kids and their pop and lock breakdancing.
Yeah,
I can definitely see how that didn't.
To be fair, though, I mean, that's exactly what Teen Titans was when it first started.
Yeah,
but the other thing is, with Teen Titans, you had long-standing characters that people were already that kids were already reading. Kid Flash was very popular in the Flash. Well, not very popular, but pretty popular. Little Wonder Girl stories are some of the best things about Wonder Woman in the story.
Yeah. Well, I mean, think about Superboy and the Ravers.
Right.
I mean, isn't that about as bad as having, you know, Superboy and the breakdancing guy?
Oh yeah, it's every bit as bad. Every bit as bad.
But I didn't mind that. I think the big problem people had with Vibe was that he kind of talked like this Cheech and Chong type accent. The hey, two man, how you doing? You know, and it was just
Chico and the Man.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with it because it's like, it's not like nobody talks like that, you know. and they did kind
the
of
reason the Cheech talks like it.
Yeah, but after a few issues, they eased up on it, and then every now and then he'd like adopt it, and they realized it's just an act. It's his, you know, it's a put on.
It's his street persona.
Dancing and all that. Yeah, it's
He's
his
code
persona.
switching.
Yeah, he's code switching. Yeah, it's what he's doing. We have a name for it now. Yeah.
Yeah. Tuner also says if they had done something like what they did with Batman and the Outsiders and Justice League, it would have been much better. And yeah, I mean, I do have to agree with that. From what I've read, just because Batman and the Outsiders was revelatory with the way that they played on that. In fact, if there is one great, there's definitely more than one. But if I was to lay down one great crime of the Crisis, was that it pretty much undid Batman and the Outsiders. And that was such a fun book. I mean, not like entirely, right? But the dedication of Denny to relaunch Batman with the framework of Batman being an urban legend, right?
Oh yeah.
Like, no, and I dig that take, especially if you were going back to year one and in the Legend of the Dark Knight stuff. Like that makes a ton of sense when you're dealing with Batman's first year and second year, and even up until the introduction of Robin. But dude, once you have a Robin, you're no longer a ghost story.
Yeah. Right? It never works 100% because he's got this gigantic car that everybody who's anywhere near it can say, look at that thing. Yeah. And also the police are summoning him with a light in the sky. It's like, why would they do that if he doesn't exist? And as soon as anybody screws up and shows a picture of the Justice League with Batman prominently on it, it's like, but I thought he's supposed to be an urban legend, And they did that. Yeah, this they were doing that all the time in Morrison's book. Yeah, Batman suddenly shows up with everybody else, and it's like, well, he's not supposed to, this post-crisis thing. But let's get back to. By the way, I know that Teen Titans had George Perez, and maybe that was different, but Chuck Patton was on. It was the steady artist on the new Justice League Detroit era, and he's pretty good. He's not George Perez. Nobody is.
Nobody's George Perez.
Nobody's George Perez. Yeah. So, okay. Who was behind the mysterious voice leading the Monster Society of Evil? 1, the ventriloquist. 2, a telepathic talking ape. 3, a worm with a microphone. Or 4, a horse. Who is behind the mysterious voice leading the Monster Society of Evil? If you're ready, I can count it down.
I am ready.
Okay.
Are you ready, Cartoonicus?
Yep.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
I really want my answer to be right here.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, yes.
Yay. Mr. Mind was the organizer of the Monster Society. Yeah.
Tuner's got it.
Yeah. I just think that's so awesome to have been. I wish I'd been there when that was first published because it was a mystery. It was like, who's organizing all the villains of, the Shazam books? Who is organizing all these villains together into a real threat for the, Captain Marvel family? And I don't know how long they stretched it out, but it was like, I think it was the first ongoing type of storyline from issue to issue to issue. Well, and it may not be the exact first. I mean, somebody will point to something earlier, but I mean, it was a major cross. It was a major. This was like a pivotal thing back when they didn't do pivotal things.
Yes, that's true. Well, the thing about it is, though, is the Captain Marvel. Mm-hmm. I read a ton of Captain Marvel a few years ago for a conference paper that I wrote.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel, it's sort of kind of always had that. I mean, they were like episodic adventures. Mm-hmm. But they started doing callbacks within the first 6 months of releasing Captain Marvel books. Well, maybe not 6, maybe like a year, because some of them were every other month. But it was within the first 12 issues that they were starting doing callbacks to previous stories and referencing this like long stretched out thing, right? Right. And so like you kind of had some of that with Superman, you had some of that with Batman, but it wasn't like nearly so much. I mean, like one of the things is. Dr. Savannah would like have all these plots and plans and find legal loopholes to get away with it. And they would talk about like why that worked in other issues, right?
Okay.
Dr. Savannah had a bunch of kids and they were living on one of the ways he could get away with crimes is that he was the self-proclaimed king of Venus. And so he had diplomatic immunity. And as long as he could make it back to Venus, Captain Marvel couldn't do nothing to him, right? But the thing is he had this grown up daughter, and I can't remember her name right at the minute, but she had an absolute.
Is it Beauty?
Yeah,
it's something like Beautica or something like that.
Yeah. Beautia, I think. Yeah,
Beautia. Yeah.
But she had an absolute drop down crush on Captain Marvel, right? And so, the age is like Billy Batson thinks girls are kind of gross,
Right.
But then he transforms into Captain Marvel, and he's like, "Well, now that's an attractive filly."
Oh, really?
and so they'd actually.
So he's doing big before there was big.
yeah, for sure.
Right.
And that was one of the things. Was like he's like, they hint that like Beauty really loves Captain Marvel, but she's torn between her devotion to her father and this guy who's like the epitome of like goodness, right? And is like what a man ought to be. And this man goes home and he's like a 10-year-old, right? but he's got the wisdom of Solomon. So when he's Captain Marvel, it's not like he's a little kid. He has some of the innocence of a little kid, but he's not like he doesn't it's not the same kind of a thing. He's like got this split in his mind.
Has Jim Tooner actually read those 25 issues, or do you just know that?
I don't know.
It was 25 issues long.
Yeah.
And I don't know where the payoff was. I don't think it was at the end, but after a lot of organizing, all of a sudden it's revealed that Mr. Big, the Mr. Mind that they've been wondering who is this booming voice that just seems to come from everywhere. It's because it's just this little tiny cartoon worm with a radio on his chest and a microphone in front of his mouth. And yeah.
That's crazy. Well, and
you'd think that some of those villains would be like, "Are you kidding me? I've been taking orders from this guy." Maybe they did. I don't know how they.
Jim
reacted.
says, "I looked it up. I can't even afford the reprint they did of it." I've read part of it because they reprinted part of it in World's Finest back in the 70s, and I have some of those World's Finest issues. So several of the chapters were reprinted back in the 70s, and I have a few of those that I picked up in quarter boxes and stuff through the years. But I've not read the whole of them. But
there's actually a run right around the time of Crisis on Infinite Earths. The guy who's doing All-Star Squadron is Roy Thomas.
Yeah.
And he decides to bring Mr. Mind onto Earth 2, where he's not known by anybody, and he starts organizing villains there. And I thought that was just ingenious. So he crosses over from Earth Shazam to there, and on Earth 2. And that was a pretty cool story. I don't remember too much about it. I just remember thinking, that's awesome. That's just a cool idea to come up with. You kind of do the Monster Society of Evil thing again, but with the DC characters, where he gets a fresh start to try again.
Yep.
Anyway, okay, we're not going to get very far, are we? Number 35. Okay, Captain Ulysses Hazard. Let me move this over a bit. Captain Ulysses Hazard overcame what childhood infirmity to become Gravedigger? Codename Gravedigger. Was it 1, mumps, 2, polio, 3, smallpox, or 4, obesity? If you're ready, I can count down.
I'm ready.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm assuming that at the time this was a big thing because my dad talks about it.
Yep. Yes, he got appointed. He got appointed to be a special agent of America by FDR, who of course also had polio.
Yep.
So, Captain Ulysses Hazard his storyline is in Men of War comics. It's really good. Yeah. It's late 1970s. I think it's late 1970s or maybe even early 1980s war comics, and it's just awesome. It's kind of like right around that era where the war comics became a little more realistic and serious, as opposed to some of the silliness of the 70s comics. But not that all of them were silly, but some of them were getting that way. And so Gravedigger's a good one. Anyway, I don't think much of anybody has even heard of them, let alone read those. But
Yeah.
I kind of went on a binge. I went hunting them all down, and they're really good. Okay.
I read a few of them back in the day, because they were in like just some war comics I picked up. So I've read a few of the singles.
Okay. In this is in the 52 series.
I already know. Booster Gold.
Which superhero did not serve as a pallbearer at Booster Gold's funeral?
Booster Gold.
1, the Yellow Perry. 2, the Blimp. 3, Blue Beetle. Or 4, the Beefeater. This is really obscure stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not read this comic. I'm just gonna guess.
In 52, Booster Gold actually dies, and this is at a time when he is not popular. He's been actually like putting logos on his outfit and everything, and then he gets revealed as, I forget how, somehow he totally loses any rep he had. And when he dies, nobody wants to be his pallbearer, so he's left with the Yellow Perry. Oh, wait, did you go ahead and show? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Sorry, were you not ready, Cartoonicus?
No.
Okay. All right, we have an amazing
well,
entry
that's
here.
stupid.
Yeah,
Of course, it's number 3. He was dead.
yeah. Blue Beetle Ted Cord was dead. Yeah,
Damn it.
and the Blimp was one of the pallbearers.
I just figured based on what you were saying, the Blue Beetle was one of the more popular characters. So if anybody,
No, this was after they
Ted
did
Cord was
the
dead.
heel turn with Alex with what's his name, Maxwell Lord, and had Maxwell Lord kill Blue Beetle.
How it's a double heel turn, because he was evil and then he wasn't evil and then he was evil again, and it's a heel turn that made no sense because
it's so
Martian
stupid.
Manhunter had read his mind at the end of issue 12 of Justice League. He'd actually, like, he'd cleared him. He had read his mind and knew that he was good. So it makes no sense. But yeah. Which Blue Beetle? Well, it doesn't matter because he wasn't there.
Yeah.
The other 3, the Yellow Perry, the Blimp, and the Beefeater. And the Beefeater is John Cleese. I mean, in everything but actual name. But he's clearly John Cleese as a British superhero.
That's amazing.
okay, so that's not in fact a literal name there.
The Beefeater?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's from Justice League comics. They
No, I
introduced
mean,
him.
like, this isn't somebody who's out there swallowing cows or something.
Oh no, a Beefeater is a British term.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay.
But with superheroes, you never know, right?
Yeah. Like this is Antimatter Lad's great grandfather or something. What is his name? Matter Eater Lad?
Matter
I
Eater
said
Lad,
Antimatter
yeah. Oh,
Lad.
right,
Matter
right.
Eater Lad, yeah. Okay, number 37. Which sidekick was created because an editor thought one already existed? This one's going to be easy for you guys, I know. Which sidekick was created because an editor thought one already existed?
Wait a minute.
Okay, I'll wait. You let me know when to count it down. And we'll see if Jim Tuner can get it too.
Oh, I'm sure he can.
I wonder.
The choices are 1, Aqualad, 2, Kid Flash, 3, Speedy, or 4, Wonder Girl. I'm going to count it down. 3, 2, 1, go. Put in your answer. Cartoonicus says 3. Matt Reese says 4. Did Jim want to win? Jim got 4. Yep.
4.
It is Wonder Girl. Wonder Girl had
this one.
Wonder Girl had been in the comic books for a long time, but that was in the same way that Superman was Superboy. Wonder Girl was her teenage name.
Right.
It's Wonder Woman as a teenager. These are
Right.
stories from when she was a teenager.
But
Except for the imaginary stories where she and Wonder Tot, which is her as a baby, and Wonder Woman all joined together, which is, of course, that's the kind of craziness you got in the Wonder Woman books, which is why somebody thought that Wonder Girl was a separate character and they said, okay, so Wonder Girl is in the Teen Titans.
Yeah.
And they did that, and then they're like, but Wonder Girl's not. There's no Wonder Girl of today. That's just a character from the past. That's Wonder Woman as a kid, and so they came up with Donna Troy. Bang, because they needed one.
Okay, so she kind of both existed and didn't exist.
Yep.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, it's Schrodinger's Wonder Girl.
And she has been a nightmare ever since.
Oh, I like Donna.
I think that
No, she's a great character as the way she's written, she's wonderful. Donna Troy is a wonderful character, but they
She's a wonderful girl.
first of all, she was rescued as a baby by Wonder Woman, which makes Wonder Woman 40 years old.
well, except that she was then taken to the realm of the Titans, so she aged out of sync with our time.
And that's what I'm saying. That's a backstory to make it work.
Yeah.
They're constantly coming up with retcons to explain her, and then the retcon doesn't work, and then
This is exactly what always annoys me about superhero universes.
Woman gets completely pulled out of time so that she doesn't exist, but Donna Troy still exists. And then Wonder Woman is introduced to an already existing Wonder Girl, which is really weird. So, and she's on a team full of sidekicks who are all named after superheroes who exist, but Wonder Woman did not exist.
Yep.
So then they had to come up with all these other, because she wasn't obviously she wasn't rescued as a baby by Wonder Woman. So then they had to backstory that, and they had to she's gone through hell as a character. So.
I do have to say that I believe my favorite version, and maybe it's wrong. I don't know. I'm not saying it's the best, is what I'm trying to say. But my favorite version of the Donna Troy origin is the Donna is the like mystical clone of Diana, right? Where Diana's growing up surrounded by all these adults, can't relate. She's having an identity crisis. And so Hippolyta says, "Wiggity woo, twin for you." And then,
she walks out from behind the mirror.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That was a John Byrne story.
Just made another statue.
What?
I said, couldn't we have just made another statue? Brought it to life.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, the John Byrne origin, that one I think actually feels like it makes the most sense. It also kind of sort of explains the imaginary story connection of how they have this growing up. And it also explains the only thing I kind of don't like about that version of the story is that at some point they're separated and nobody seems to remember that happened.
Right.
And I'll tell you, if I had a twin who suddenly disappeared for like 10 years, I'd remember that shit.
Yeah. And then you also have to explain, why did she go to Man's World and become Wonder Girl before Diana went to Man's World and became Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
And it still doesn't make sense. You have to introduce some retcon, some character who did this out of a very weird motivation just to try to explain it. It just doesn't work. Yeah. So, okay.
Oh, but there was a motivation. They had a comic to create.
That's right. Okay. Stuntman Dan Cassidy became magically trapped in what monster costume? 1. Fin Fang Foom. 2. Blue Devil. 3. Swamp Thing. 4. Shaggy Man.
Yoinks.
Okay.
Dan Cassidy, is that Mr. Miracle?
No.
No.
I'd be giving away the answer if I tell you who he is.
I don't think you would actually.
No. Mr. Miracle scot-free.
Yeah.
Scot-free.
That's the joke.
Yep.
How much of the New Gods is just dad jokes? Has anyone taken the time to do the math on that?
I don't know. I stay away from that as far away from that franchise as possible.
Okay, so if you've got your answer, 3, 2, 1, put it in.
Oh, I stepped on a screen.
What
Okay.
have I
Cartoonist was Fin
done?
Fang
I'm
Foom.
an idiot. Fing Fang Foom is Marvel.
That's right.
Gosh darn it.
Okay, 2 is Blue Devil, and that is correct. And Jim Tuner put in a comment, who is Donna Troy? Yeah, it was just a beautiful story. It's just too bad it no longer applies because it's a terrific bit of comic book writing. But okay, so yeah, the answer is Blue Devil. Blue Devil is Dan Cassidy invented this suit that is basically a way for him to do superheroics on screen, which is like even more relevant today when all we make is superhero movies. And it's a way for him to, without looking like he's wearing a big, what do you call it, exoskeleton? It's basically, what is it? It's a form-fitting exoskeleton, gives him great strength and has some special effects built into it. And when a demon, they're filming in like an actual, what would you call it? Like a old ziggurat, but it's on a island somewhere. And this ziggurat opens up and an actual demon comes out of it, and he decides to go fight it, and he gets hit by this magic, and suddenly he is bonded with this outfit. It's not like trapped, it's actually become him, which is good because he needs some way to poop. And I'm sure that wasn't built into the suit, but basically it's bonded with him where he has a body that is this devil body, and he's constantly trying to get out of it. So it's a good series, but nobody really reads it anymore because nobody reads funny comics. Okay,
so
39.
who was the creator of Blue Devil? I don't recall. I know Paris Cullins did the art, right?
Right, Paris Cullins did the art. Oh, you caught me off guard. I know Dan Mishkin.
Okay.
Dan Mishkin is the writer and creator. Yeah. And okay, yeah. Sometime we should talk about Blue Devil. That'd be good. There's a 3-part story with the Trickster, which is the Flash character. It really works. It's a good story. Anyway, here we go. Number 39. Which item is not an iconic decoration of the Batcave? 1, a stuffed and mounted man bat. 2, a giant penny. 3, a robot dinosaur. 4, a large Joker playing card.
It better be.
If you're ready, 3, 2, 1, go. Matt says 1. Cartoonicus says 1. Yep, you both got it right. That was too easy. I should have had some other possibilities.
It's like, otherwise, Batman really is a psychopath.
Yeah. Just once, I would like to see one on-screen live-action Batcave that actually has the giant penny and the dinosaur.
The problem is they always reboot, so you never have time for all that.
Yeah. Yeah, he never has history. Okay, number 40. Who caused the snowstorm over Smallville after the Kents discovered baby Kal-El? This was when they first grabbed him. They beat us. They brought him inside just as a big snowstorm was hitting, and they were socked in for the whole winter. And then when everything finally melted, they went to the town and said, "Hey, look at our new baby." And they didn't have to adopt him; they just passed it off as her having a baby. So, who caused that snowstorm over Smallville? Was it 1, the Manhunters? 2, the Icicle? 3, Captain Cold? 4, the Guardians of the Universe? This one is a quite curious one. So, if you have your answer, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, Matt. Okay, Cartoonicus says Guardians. Matt says the Icicle. And I don't know if Jim has an answer, but the answer is the Manhunters.
Oh, really?
The Manhunters were trying to get the Kryptonian before he could be. They're actually like trying to get him out of the rocket as it's on its way to Earth, and the Green Lanterns had to be sent to stop them. And so they got delayed, and when they got to Earth, they saw that he was already grabbed by humans, and most improbably, they said he's already been touched by humans, so now we can't take him, which No, that doesn't make any sense at all. But they decided that they couldn't take him because he's already tainted by humanity, and so instead they just spied
Maybe
on
they
him.
thought like Monsters Inc. that he was toxic.
I don't know. It's one of those things that they said in one little line, and you're like, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. If you actually look at it, they kind of ran that by you really quick. Like, don't look too much into this.
Okay, so I got to interrupt because I sent Leo AI on a math quest earlier.
Oh, okay.
To find out what is the approximate percentage of Jack Kirby's Fourth World characters that are dad jokes. And the robot says 20 to 30%. It's not perfect science, it's just an estimate, but
is Baron Wunderbar a dad joke?
Oh, Baron Wunderbar means Baron Wonderful.
Right.
Yeah, it's like that. Like Scott Free.
Yeah.
The Deep Six. Right? You got what's the other one? That Darkseid himself, right?
But now Darkseid is just that classic kind of, Liefeldian name.
Yeah.
Yeah, but prior to that.
Desaad, as in Marquis de Sade. Yeah, because he's a torturer.
Right.
Yep.
That kind of groan-worthy pun.
Yeah, if you did make a movie with all these characters and started dropping their names, there'd just be people in theaters going, "Oh, you kidding me? Oh, really?"
Yep.
Yeah.
Big
Which is
Barda,
too bad because
Lasha.
Lashina,
That's right.
Lashina, Mad Harriet, and
Yep,
Stompa.
Mad Harriet.
Stompa.
Mad Harriet is less of a pun, but
Yeah.
than some of those. But yeah. There's what's another really silly one.
Honestly, a lot of these are starting to sound to me more like names of Japanese, kaiju.
Yeah. There's probably some crossover. With that. But.
Sorry, the dog came in to my.
Oh!
He wasn't
there's
even
the
in here.
superpower.
And he opens the door, comes in here, lays down, and I can't
Clears
breathe.
the room.
I can't breathe. It's fun having dogs. Okay. The worst part is that they fart because they're happy. It's like, I can relax now.
Jim, this is a fun
Somehow
comment.
a single issue throwaway Jack Kirby 70s comic Manhunter got made into the center of the DC universe. It was, that was a 40s character.
Yeah,
Manhunter.
but Jack Kirby's reimagining of it did a lot to create the Manhunters.
Okay.
The thing.
I
And then
didn't
they
know
tied,
that.
Yeah, yeah, because that's the whole like robot origin of that is from Jack Kirby's. Because
I did
there was
not
other.
know that they were based on the Jack Kirby Manhunter. I thought it was just, yet another thing that they kind of retconned of try to make them all into one history. Did they do that?
I mean, that was that's part of it is like, but like it's like that, but that is part of it though, right? So you have the Golden Age characters. There's actually two of them. There was a Quality Manhunter, and then I think it was DC Manhunter, and then there's Jack Kirby's Manhunter, and then in the can't remember if it was the Manhunter series in the 80s or if it was before that, where they started taking all these three ideas and folding them. No, it would have been.
Well, this was Millennium. This whole thing where they took over, where they revealed that the Manhunters had sleeper agents everywhere in everybody's history.
Yep.
Wally West's dad was a Manhunter. The whole
Right.
time. Yeah.
Well, yeah. No, that is right. It is the Millennium event where they did that, and they took because the Manhunter, the DC Manhunter became the course for that.
Right.
One comic. Oh my goodness, I'm spacing on.
Basically, these Secret
Simon
Origins
Sin and Archie Goodwin, right?
Yeah, the Archie Goodwin Manhunter.
Manhunter, right? That was in the 70s.
Yeah, that
but
was
that
like
was-
unrelated.
Yeah, but that was a reimagining of one of the Golden Age
Yeah.
Manhunter characters,
The
and
Paul
then that
Kirk.
got folded into Millennium as well.
hmm Yeah, the Paul Kirk one
Yep.
got somehow brought into the Manhunter history when basically in '87 when they were getting ready for the Millennium event, they did Secret Origins of the Manhunters, and they kind of took all these parts of DC history and
Right.
wove a whole new story
Yep.
together. Yeah.
Yeah, but it is interesting. But I guess what Jim is saying tonight is how much Kirby's character influenced the way that weaving happened, because it
Yeah.
added the techno robot aspect to it.
Yeah.
It hadn't been present prior. That's
Yeah, I don't know anything about the Jack Kirby '70s Manhunter.
yeah. I've got a reprint in the other room that I just filed away in my 2-read box that I picked up in a dollar bin a few years ago. Maybe we'll have to do that after Christmas.
Okay. Here's number 41. Which Steve Ditko character has a first appearance in canceled comics Cavalcade? Is it 1, Blue Beetle, 2, Oddman, 3, The Creeper, or 4, Shade the Changing Man? And by first appearance at a canceled comics Cavalcade basically means when the implosion happened, the only way that these comics got published, like the second appearance of Vixen and all those, they basically got appeared in a, what was it? It was like a black and white photocopied thing. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know the whole history of canceled comics Cavalcade, but basically it's like sort of published, but sort of not. And
Right.
yet it's the first appearance of this character.
Yeah, they hadn't gone into colors on virtually any of the books. They had just a whole bunch of finished pages that were sitting there, so they printed them in like black and white, just as a way to pay the people who were to make a little money, to pay the people they'd already committed to pay.
Oh,
for something
okay.
like that. I think it was a contract thing. It's just like, well, if we don't
Okay.
sell it,
So 3, 2, 1. What is your answer? 4. Cartoonica says 4. Matt says 3. The answer is 2. Oddman.
okay.
Oddman
okay.
first appeared in canceled comics Cavalcade. He's kind of like all his colors are like, this color does not match the color on this side of him, and he walks like sideways on walls, and I don't know too much about him, but I
Yeah.
don't know what he appeared in. He didn't appear in much until I think he showed up in an issue of Superboy, when Superboy was the one who's what do I want to say? You know, the I can't think of it. The name of the cloning society that's in
Cadmus.
Cadmus. Yeah, thank you, Cadmus. Cadmus was there was some kind of Cadmus storyline where they just brought up a whole bunch of one-shot characters and oddball characters together, and he was one of them who showed up. I don't remember much about him, but I don't know what else he's appeared in between the 70s and that. I know he appeared in the Who's Who, so he is a character. He is a legit character, but I don't know where he appeared aside from this.
Okay. Well, I got a publication history on Wikipedia.
Okay.
Originally in Canceled Comics Cavalcade in '78, number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, it was popular enough that they reprinted it in Detective Comics 487.
Oh, okay.
That was originally supposed to be printed in the Shade the Changing Man number 9.
Ah,
So it
okay.
was, so that was in December 79, January 80. It was published by Detective Comics. Then he had an appearance in Superboy Volume 4 in 99.
That's what I was talking about. Yep.
And in Mother Panic number 3 through 6 in 2016 and 17.
Mother
That was
Panic.
done by Gerard Way, I believe,
Hmm.
of the band My Chemical Romance.
Okay.
So,
Does it say
I
what
read
his
one-
powers are?
let me see. The origin blurb says he came from nowhere, garbed in a confused costume that would make a carnival cloud blush with embarrassment. His weapons were absurd, impossible, but somehow became the terror of criminals, and everyone began to wonder who is the odd man. So, thank you, Ditko.
Yeah.
Let me see if I have any. It doesn't say anything about what his weapons were. Oh, no, hang on. He had gadgets to disorient and confuse his opponents. These included a weighted extended tie, a spray that developed which melts certain plastics, gloves that emit powder or smoke when he claps his hands together, and slippery oil spray. He also has the ability to make his enemies black out, presumably through use of one of his sprays or concoctions. So he's a superhero that's like all of his stuff is put together from those things you buy out of the comic from the odd pages in the comics.
Right.
He's got some X-ray specs, and he's got some, learn to, the death grip of Kung Fu, I guess.
Learn to throw your voice.
Yeah.
Okay, number 42. Dick Grayson quit being Robin to become what superhero? Oh, this is really going to tax you. Okay.
Yeah.
Remember, I was doing this for a general audience.
Let's just give us the answer and move on.
Okay. Yeah, number 4.
I mean, the points.
Okay, we both get points, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, you both get points for being able to answer that. So, okay. 43. What did Lex Luthor do when a supercomputer told him Superman was Clark Kent? Number 1, smash it for figuring that out first. 2, kill Clark Kent's parents. 3, say it was supposed to be doing my taxes. 4, not believe that Superman would ever have a secret identity. So that is the 4 possibilities. Did he smash the computer for figuring out before he did? Did he kill Clark Kent's parents? Did he say it was supposed to be doing my taxes? Or 4, not believe that Superman would ever have a secret identity. And your answer is 3, 2, 1, go. Cartoonicus says smash. Matt Reese says not believe it. And Matt is right. Yeah.
I was torn between those two.
Yeah. The scientist who programmed the computer is like, oh, that's so obvious. And yet it makes a total sense. And he's like, that's why, why humans are better than computers, because a computer would think that. But I know that he would never do that. If you have real power, why would you ever be working at a newspaper?
But why does one sound so familiar?
That is from Superman number 2. That is the second issue of Superman comics that John Byrne did after Crisis. Yep. It's a great issue. Okay, number 44. Who was hiding inside and controlling Skeets during the 52 weekly comic event? Number 1, Mr. Atom. 2, Harley Quinn. 3, Mr. Mind. 4, the Atom. Who was hiding inside and controlling Skeets during 52?
Wild guesses only.
Was it Mr. Atom? Was it Harley Quinn? Was it Mr. Mind? Or was it the Atom? I think the only one that we all know it isn't number 2, because she couldn't fit inside Skeets.
She didn't. Oh yeah,
I think I have an idea. Every one of my answers has been a guess tonight.
Okay. Are you ready, Matt?
Oh yes.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. What is your answer? Okay, 4 and 3. Cartoonicus says the Atom. Matt Reese says Mr. Mind. Matt is right. It is Mr. Mind. He was using it as a cocoon to go into his next form, which is not a worm. It is a very hideous monster. So.
I figure maybe the Atom brought him down to subatomic size.
Actually, the Atom hiding out inside Skeets and controlling him would be a cool little subplot, but it wasn't That
Oh
wasn't
no,
what
I mean
happened.
bringing Skeets down there too, so he couldn't do anything.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh, I see. Hiding inside.
He was
I
hiding
was reading
inside
this
and
as
controlling
like
Skeet.
hiding inside the
Yeah,
watchtower and
No.
controlling Skeets.
yeah. Yeah. Did either of you actually read the 52 weekly event comics? Oh, see, I did, and it was a mix of really great and really terrible, and because it's a mix of at least 4 different writers and one editor who's rewriting stuff for them, and and it was a mess, but it was in many ways really cool. But yeah, Skeets is after Booster Gold was killed. Skeets is kind of trying to figure out, the thing. He actually finds a ancestor of Booster Gold, and then they go and they meet Rip. What's his name? Rip Hunter, the Time Master. And when Skeets sees Rip Hunter's note, because he has a note board that he's always making notes on, and he says he knows. And you'll notice the word balloon is not the robotic word balloon that Skeets has been using every time he talks during 52. It's a round voice, and it was a round voice bubble, which is kind of cool because it was like, if you were paying attention, you realize that Skeets has 2 different voices. And yeah, Skeets was the bad guy of 52. Okay, so number 45. Who was the first new member of the Justice League of America after the original 7? This is the original Justice League of America history, Silver Age history. Who was the first new member after the original 7? Was it 1, Hawkman, 2, the Atom, 3, Green Arrow, or 4, Black Canary?
Justice League of America. Okay.
I know what I think the answer is, but I'm not sure I'm right.
Okay, well, put up your guess.
No,
3,
hold
2,
on.
1.
Just a minute.
Okay,
Really?
okay. No problem. No problem. Go ahead while you're typing it into the thing. Tell me when to go. Cartoonicus, did I lose you?
No, I'm just trying to.
Okay.
Nanji has joined us. Hello, Nanji.
Hey, Nanji.
I'm gonna say.
Okay, Cartoonicus guessed 3. Go ahead, Matt. 3. You are both correct. Cartoonicus got it right. Yep.
I knew it was going to be Black Canary because she was one of the originals, wasn't she?
No.
No? Ah.
Not in the original timeline. In the original timeline, she was Black Canary was only a Earth 2 Golden Age character in the original timeline.
Yeah, that was something that they backdated when Wonder Woman was removed from history. They moved Black Canary up to be the other founding member.
Trying to keep track of original Justice League of America and Justice Society is just like. Ugh.
Well, that was true from 1987 until Superboy punched the wall and then suddenly just punched Wonder Woman into being a founding member of the DCU again.
Right.
Without any explanation.
You had to remind.
Okay. I wish that Twitless could have made it. I know, like it's a big thing this way, but I want somebody. Maybe you can do this, Hutch. I can't.
Yeah.
Maybe this. I know Twitless can make a case. How can anybody like this whole Superboy Prime punches space?
Does
device?
anybody?
I don't think anybody likes it.
There are.
First of all, no one likes anything associated with Superboy Prime.
That's not true. I've watched reviews where people talk about how awesome that was, and I cannot understand that at all.
Well, let's see what was fixed by the Superboy Prime. He punched. So we punched Wonder Woman into being a founding member of the Justice League again.
Which is fine.
Yeah,
That makes a lot of sense.
He put Will Magnus back to being a human. He was never a robot. I
like
hated
that.
but I had a whole explanation for that. He just like put it back. So, yeah. Then also, of course, the big one is that he brought he brought Jason Todd back to life.
That's
A
right.
very bad idea.
But he brought him back to life like suddenly he's alive in his coffin, whereas everybody else just has a rewritten history, as though if he was alive, he would never have been killed. But no, just all of a sudden he punches time. Suddenly, Jason Todd just wakes up alive in his coffin. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know what other changes they fixed. I should actually go look at that, but I'd have to reread it again. That's when DC really started making me think I don't want to read this stuff anymore.
And they just kept bringing him back. God.
Jason Todd?
No, Superboy Prime.
Oh, Superboy Prime, yeah.
Oh,
Let's see. What is the one thing we answered that, right? That was okay. That was right. Okay. So 46. What is the one thing the electronic consciousness? What is the one thing the electronic consciousness, the construct cannot control? Is it 1, the Metal Men, 2, Red Tornado, 3, Blenders for some reason, or 4, Amazo? So the construct, for decades I called him the construct, like construction, and then I realized he's a construct, as in a creation.
right.
I've been calling him the wrong thing for decades, so I still can't pronounce it right unless I tell myself.
Yeah.
So the construct can control every machine, any machine. He can control any and every machine.
Oh, okay.
But he cannot control one of these 4 things.
It's
3,
three.
2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Post your answer, please.
It's because he's wasting away in Margaritaville. That's the reason he can't control blenders.
My second answer is Amazo.
Okay, your second answer is Amazo, did you say?
Yeah.
Okay. See, it'd still have been wrong. It is Red Tornado.
Huh.
Yeah, Tornado can't be controlled because he actually has a soul. It is an alien consciousness. It's not just that he's an android. Yeah.
I also kind of cheated because I read the miniseries. I've got it in my file cabinets.
I love the miniseries.
It's so good.
It's Kurt Busiek.
Yep.
Yeah. He didn't get to write too much stuff, and everything he wrote was like great.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Which means they're missing the point when they, automatically go to him as their excuse to kill someone off without kill someone off.
You mean Red Tornado? That
right.
They
keep blasting him apart all the time now. Yeah. But
well, and the crazy thing about it is because it's this alien soul that is learning how to be human, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he can be reassembled because he's transcendent.
Right.
Right. But that also means that he should remember all of the trauma of being disassembled.
He probably does. It probably doesn't matter because he doesn't have pain sensors. But yeah. No, the Red Tornado miniseries is really good, but the art is really bad. It's Carmine Infantino, but it's I don't know if it's the inking. Carmine Infantino's art can look fantastic.
I haven't read it in 15 years, maybe even 20, but it is the inking is really sketchy.
Yeah.
So
I've seen Carmine Infantino art that looks beautiful.
Oh yeah,
obviously. So I know it is. I think he might have done his own inking in that one, and he is one of those pencilers who's better inked by somebody else.
Well, I mean, that's like we just read one of his other, like a Danger Trail, a few months ago, right?
Yeah, we did.
With our spy story, and like that's so. I think it's really strong in there, but I can't remember if he inked himself there or not. But he edited himself.
Okay, so it's Red Tornado, and that's a good series. Okay, number 47. Whose archenemy is a sentient evil sock named Argyle? Argyle.
Are we still talking about the DCU?
Yes.
Maybe. I'm trying to remember. It may not actually be
The
in the
stuff we
DCU.
have been talking about tonight.
Number
This
one,
is a
Plastic
serious
Man.
universe, right?
Yeah, this is the DC universe.
Oh.
Number 1, Plastic Man. 2, Ambush Bug. 3, Amazing Man. Or 4, Angel and the Ape. Whose archenemy is a sentient evil sock named Argyle? And his headquarters is a orbiting dresser called the Bureau.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I think you just pinned down what the answer is.
Just in case you had any questions. Okay. Welcome to the 1980s, a kind of sort of part of the DCU.
This is 1980.
That is the correct answer, Jim.
Okay, the answer 3, 2, 1, go. Yes, it is Ambush Bug.
Ah.
Ambush Bug's life keeps getting affected by laundry. He found his costume at the laundromat, and then one of his socks, he like pulled out one of his socks and he's like, it's got a big hole in it. And he's like, oh, that's too bad. And he threw it away, and the sock felt rejected because he was scarred, and so he crawled off and he built a metal mask for himself to hide his deformity. He's basically the Doctor Doom of the DCU. Is a living sock named Argyle.
Well, and like not to overuse the term, but like Ambush Bug is like this liminal character. Like he exists within the DC universe, but he exists like the concept didn't exist then, but he's like the omniversal.
Yeah.
Within like Ambush Bug stories they had their own internal continuity, and it pulled from other things as he would like go on adventures, but it wasn't really so much that like what happened in Ambush Bug wouldn't usually show up in a Batman comic.
Right. What I want to know is, based on the name here, is Argyle also like pirate themed?
It's based on the Arg, frequent
like,
comic
Arg!
expression.
Arg!
Arg! No, it's like Arg! It's
The Wilhelm scream.
cool. Yeah, it's just a scream in comic books. So, yeah, it's wonderful. It's from the very first miniseries. Ambush
The
Bug
exclamation point is silent.
What I love is that when he finally confronts Ambush Bug, he puts him in a device that turns him inside out. Like when you turn you turn your socks inside out, it kind of balls him up and throws him back to Earth.
Oh, that's so funny.
So,
And there was one, I can't remember which
seriously,
story it was, but
Mhm.
Cheeks the Toy Wonder gets kidnapped, and he blames it on Argyle, right?
I
Am I
think
remember
so.
that right?
Yeah, possibly.
I can't remember.
I want to point out that if you were just reading this question in general, I had no idea this was supposed to be DC
Yeah,
trivia. You would think this was talking about the Tick.
Yes.
yeah. Yeah, the Tick, it would actually be, that might actually work. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not.
The Tick occupies a lot of the same like meme space as Ambush Bug.
Right.
Yeah, they both have antennae.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. The one thing that Geffen just was a master at just the humor in books.
Mhm.
Just, I mean, his action stuff's really good too, but I
Yeah.
really liked his humor. Jim, I got a question for you, and also Hutch, if you have, did either of you guys read his Inferior 5 series from a couple of years ago?
I saw like 1 or 2 issues from it. It was like a totally different
Yeah.
attempt. I mean, it was
Yeah.
just basically the name.
Yeah, it's
And-
only the name, right? And I only
Yeah.
read 2 issues, and I was just really like bored with it, frankly.
Yeah, but
It
it
was
did
like
tie
there were a
in with
couple of
it tied
smart-
in with like the invasion storyline from way
Yeah,
back
like
when.
they were redoing Invasion as part of whatever books that Geffen was working in.
Hmm.
And I didn't really get how it was supposed to play out, and I didn't really feel any connection to it.
Yeah.
And so I quit buying it, but it was weird, man. It was weird.
I finally got to read the last issue of Ambush Bugs. Whatever the last Ambush Bugs miniseries, the one where he married Bunny from the Inferior 5.
Really?
Yeah, he wakes up with her, and which is, she was actually in love with Merryman at the time, so it's kind of, but they're pulling her out of context. It's just the way he always did. He just pulls characters out of
Right.
out of context. Yeah. So I'm not sure. It was so bad. I'm sorry. It was just, I don't know if it's just that it kind of, the same jokes kind of wore thin after all that point, or if it was just not as funny. I don't know.
Yeah, or could it a thing where you kind of grew past it? I don't know, maybe.
It's possible. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think it was very good. I think that if you were to read all of the books in order, I think you would agree that one is not as good as the ones that preceded it. So
Yeah.
I don't know. The thing is that Ambush Bug's whole shtick kind of got absorbed and more popularized by Deadpool. I mean, he even has the same face, kind of.
Right.
And he talks to the, basically Deadpool is 2 DC products. Well, we made fun of that before, that he's basically Slade Wilson, he's Wade Wilson, and then he's basically taking Ambush Bug stuff. So if you tried doing Ambush Bug, people would be going, "You're ripping off Deadpool," where he's talking to the camera and acknowledging that he's in comic books. But it still, at the same time, it was the best episode of Brave and the Bold was when Ambush Bug showed up. So we still need to, we should like do a live stream of it or something. I don't know if we could put that together, but that'd be fun because you guys haven't seen it.
Oh yeah.
And it's just brilliant. So, okay. Should we get up to 50 and then let Cartoonicus do some trivia?
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. We're pretty close.
Okay. Number 48. What did Bizarro Superman do when Bizarro World was about to explode?
There's a
Did he-
Bizarro World?
Bizarro World, the square planet. I will give you a hint. This is Crisis era. This was what did Bizarro Superman do when Bizarro World was about to explode? Did he 1, rocket his grandfather to Earth? 2, send the planet away, leaving the people behind? 3, rocket his infant son to the center of the planet so he'd be the first to die? Or 4, throw a massive party because he was so happy?
I do not know this.
Bizarro gets on my nerves so much. Because literally any of these could be right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you want a moment to think about it?
I'm probably just going to be guessing, but I don't know. One of them stands out to me, so.
Okay. I'm just looking it up to get the author name for you because you're going to ask, I'm sure. Let's see. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
3, 2, 1, go. Bizarro would be. Oh, Colin Lampling weighed in. So okay, 1 and 4. Okay, neither of you got that right, and I think I actually mentioned this in a past podcast way back when. But yeah, number 3, he rockets his infant son to the center of the planet, so he'll be the first to die. So which is kind of dark.
Daughter?
That seems
that?
really dark.
Yeah.
It is dark. It is. I'm
And shouldn't
trying
it be a daughter anyway?
Well, it was
just to double down on the.
it was already established. This was wow. I cannot get an answer on the search engine. I just wanted to find out who wrote it to get you, because I'm sure you'll wonder that. I want to say it was Steve. Was it Steve Rude? It's the same guy who did the Phantom Zone miniseries. And
okay. Wow.
Yeah. Which I'm trying to look it up right now. And the Phantom Zone miniseries was done by Steve Gerber. Steve Gerber. There you go. That's who it was. Steve Gerber wrote that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. It's like that he'd done the which was rather dark. The Phantom Zone miniseries was rather dark. So he did the last issue of Brave and the Bold right before John Byrne got in. You know, they had Alan Moore reboot the books, but then they have Brave and the Bold as the third title, and Alan Moore's not doing anything with it. So they got Steve Rude to do Steve Gerber to do the last story. And yeah, he just has it's just a really weird thing that I've never forgotten, that he has this rocket which is aiming down and he's sticking his baby in the center of it. It's just you don't actually see it happen. He says he's about to fire his son into the center of the planet. But okay, 49. What gives Elongated Man his stretching power? I resisted this long before doing an Elongated Man question. 1, a syrup made from rubber plant bark. 2, an elixir made from Yucatan ginkgo fruit. 3, chewing rubber plant leaves. Or 4, a belt of dwarf star material.
Huh.
And if you're ready, 3, 2, 1, go. What's your answer? 2 and 4. 4. You picked the joke answer. Yeah, Colin's right. It is. Yeah, it's gingold. It's the ginkgo fruit, which they used to make gingold soda. And all the rubbermen that he was interviewing, all the contortionists and rubbermen and other triple jointed performers, they all seem to be drinking gingold. And so he's like, maybe there's something in it. And he distilled it down into an elixir that he could drink, and it gave him superpowers. But oddly enough, the chewing the rubber plant leaves is what he tells people publicly. That was in one of his mysteries. Somebody asked him, one of the bad guys is like ordering him to give up the secret. And it's like, fine, we chew rubber plant leaves, and all the criminals are like, nom, 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 and getting sick. So, okay. Number 50. Oh, I think I need to make a new page. Hang on. Okay. Number 50. The green team is a group of boys who do what? 1, recycle trash. 2, use a magic shamrock to bring them luck.
Oh, I mean, Lucky Charms.
3, pay money to anyone who can give them an adventure. Or 4, follow Green Arrow and Green Lantern across America.
Oh, finally, I know this one.
All
Number
right.
4 would make a great comic.
I guess you're giving away that is not the right answer.
I guess I did.
Okay.
I guess I did.
You guys both sound ready. 3, 2, 1, go. What is the answer? 3. Yeah, they pay money to anyone who can give them an adventure. They're boy millionaires or boy billionaires. I don't know what they are, but they're. Yeah, it's a. I want to say that was a showcase. One.
Are they
shot.
older than I think? I only discovered them after the New 52.
Yeah. They were back. They're back from like the 60s.
Yeah, I am
There were
sure
a
that
few
any
issues of
of them
Showcase,
beyond
I
that.
think.
What's that?
I think there were in a few issues of Showcase and maybe
Probably.
some backups.
Yeah. I'm sure any modern take on them is just all commentary.
It's
you
Gail
know.
Simone, so you can guess how that
Oh,
works.
sure. Yeah.
Gail Simone did 2 comics that were was the Green Team and the other was the Movement. And the Green Team was supposed to be some sort of like murder mystery takedown of corporate America and the 1%,
Mhm.
whereas the Movement was Occupy Wall Street of superheroes. And I only read the first issue of either book because they were in a local shop and they were cheap. And I was like, Gail Simone used to be a really good writer. Let's give this a shot. And they are trash. Especially the Movement. Everybody's corrupt. The cops are corrupt. The banks are corrupt. The businesses are corrupt. And the hero characters are all like just pieces of garbage. So it was just like, but they're all really snide about it.
Yeah.
So it's reads a lot like her like the New 52 Sinister Six. Not Sinister Six.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Secret Six.
Secret Six, yeah.
Which was trash.
Yeah.
But her
even though it brought Ralph back to life, and so I had to read it and like it for that, I didn't think too much of it.
But the Green Team, so the Movement was just awful. There was no like there was a compelling mystery. There's a murder mystery they hinted at the first issue, and I was like, okay, this could be interesting, but like I just wanted everyone to lose. In fact, if the killer could just keep on killing, I'm okay with that.
Gosh.
Yeah, it was. So,
I own the first issue, and somehow all I can remember about it is one of the guys bought the Batmobile.
Of the Green Team, yeah. I think so. The Green Team was different though, and the characters were supposed to be like these like inherited wealth, no good nicks, and they really play up to how they're out of touch, but they're like genuine, right? They're naive, but they have good intentions, and but it also makes them seem really stupid, and so that's that's the thing that I really just didn't care for with it.
Okay, I stopped sharing in case Cartoonicus wants to. I don't know if he's going to show his or if he's just going to ask us questions.
Should be able to show it.
Okay. Again, I will say that I did like Gail Simone's what is it called, the Rose and Thorn miniseries. I thought it was excellent. She does write good stuff. Who knows that just because of the era that came out, the Green Team and like you say the 1% and the Occupy Wall Street thing. It's and who's running DC at the time.
Well, and I mean.
Yeah,
she was writing. The thing is, she was writing for an audience, right?
Yeah.
So the audience are the editors. Those are the kind of things that all these guys are little Jacobins, So they she knows who's buttering her bread, I suppose, and that's why she was still working there back then. So.
Can't fault that. I mean, she was working. A lot of people weren't. Yeah,
and so, and like that's the thing is as much as I really hated the Secret Six, right? Because it was all like so much of it was just gross sex jokes.
Yeah.
And writing characters out of character for the sake of the gags. That's also why I couldn't get past 2 issues of her Plastic Man series. It was just stupid, gross out humor. It was like all like Amy Schumer level comedy. I couldn't stand it. Couldn't stand it at all. I felt like she fundamentally misunderstood Plastic Man and his whole world.
Very likely, yeah.
But like even with that, you have in all of that stuff, in the Secret Six and in Plastic Man, there are moments, there are dialogue bits that are just like there's good stuff. There's like good bones that are in there, and like some of the concepts of the stories in Secret Six, are engaging enough that I did read the entire series.
Yeah.
But I also like
the pre-52 Secret Six that she did was good.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
That one was quite good until it kind of got off on the whole. I don't know. It started out strong, I would say, and it went downhill over time. But then they brought it back, and like I say, the only good thing to come out of it was that Ralph Dibny was undercover as somebody else, which he was playing a different superhero, one that nobody's ever heard of, and then it turns out he's actually Ralph Dibny in disguise. And and then Sue shows up and she's got brown hair and looks completely different. And
that whole thing was terrible.
Yeah. I have to before Cartoonist goes with this, I have to tell you something about this last week. Very much in the news of late is that there's a what is it? It's not there's an article that has got like 1 million reads in the first few days. This article about basically talking about how over the last decade with the whole DEI thing, basically what they did is they said, white men have too much power, but they didn't depower the boomer white men who had all the power. They basically kept millennial white men from getting jobs anyway. That's TV writing, comic book writing, everything. They're just, everybody would openly say, well, as long as we're not hiring white men, and it's all young white men who are trying to get their first jobs, and they are specifically, because of their skin color, being told they can't get in. It's somebody did a big expose about all the people who just openly said, we're not getting you because of your skin color. And it's rather obvious how much of an impact that's had on our culture. All the books that's been written, how much TV shows suck now, and things like that. It's very much in the discussion and thinking about how, all the people who are trying to get to work at DC Comics, and, DC Comics has, I would say, a large white men readership, most of whom are, can't get in to actually become creators of the thing that they're reading, which is kind of weird. So I don't know. I don't know if you've heard this article, but it's like, it's everywhere on Twitter and in all the magazine stuff like Instapundit that I read and things like that. So I didn't know if you'd heard about it, but
I hadn't. No.
Well, quite frankly, it should get a Pulitzer, but we'll see. But it's like the first big open discussion of how, even when people, even when it was like repressive against minorities, they didn't put it in writing and say it openly in meetings. We will not get somebody of that color. It's like, at least not in the last 50 years. So it's rather shocking. Anyway, so on that dour note, Cartoonicus.
All right.
What do you got to say?
So mine is not DC based. It's kind of just various famous comics, mostly the ones that I'm familiar with. So I was able to come up with answers, questions for them that way. So
I have no idea.
in this case, each time I have the specific comic above, mentioned above it, just so you know which universe we're talking about.
Okay.
But yes, in Sonic the Hedgehog, the Archie comics, who wrote the Endgame storyline? Ian Flynn, Ken Penders, Tracy Yardley, or Evan Stanley?
Oh, okay. All right.
I guess I need to go. Okay.
Well,
everybody
I'm just
ready?
mine's a stab in the dark anyway.
3, 2, 1, go. All right. You say, that says D. You say A. The answer is B, Ken Penders.
Ah, that was my
Okay.
second guess.
Ain't that always the way, right? All right. Tintin. What is the name of the seafaring ancestor of Captain
Colin
Haddock?
is answering on question 1. Austin the Artist.
What? Is that about me? What?
And so he's saying the answer to the first question is E, Austin the Artist.
All right. So, what is the name of the seafaring ancestor of Captain Haddock? A.
Ooh.
Alan Haddock. B. Cuthbert Haddock. C. Sir Francis Haddock. D. Maxwell Bird.
Okay. I'm ready.
And 3, 2, 1, go. Colin says he feels like it's B. You guys both say C. C is correct.
Woo!
Yep.
All right.
Character brought in the Secret of the Unicorn.
That was just a logical guess by me. I have not read it.
That's interesting, huh? Okay.
Colin says, I have read a lot of Tintin, but it's been a while. So,
It was pretty much the moment that changed the Tintin franchise forever, was that book.
Wow.
All right, Garfield. Everybody knows Garfield. Where was he born? A, the barn of the Arbuckle Farm. The examination room of Liz's veterinary clinic. C, the back alley behind Irma's diner. Or D, the kitchen of Mama Leone's Italian restaurant.
Wow. I have a different answer, but the animated series may be different from the comic strip too. So
Oh, yes. Understand. Any questions? If there is an alternate form, this is all going to be about the comics.
okay.
All right. 3. Oh,
oh, yeah, that's fine. We're good.
3, 2, 1, go. That says D. Hutch says A. Colin says D. And the answer is D.
Woohoo! It seemed like it would be D, but I know that he's gone back to a farm to meet his family, so I don't know. It's kind of like how
the movie recently.
it's kind of like how Odie was originally Lyman's dog, and then they just forgot about that, and he was always John's dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sure that they've joked about that, but was that in the movie? I've never seen the movies. I know that he's.
No, he
gone
didn't
back
actually
to-
go back to a farm.
Hmm.
He happened to run across his long lost dad, who they'd never mentioned in the comics, and then they ended up on a farm. They're not
Okay.
connected.
Yeah, I
But
might
no,
be
this one
remembering
kinda,
an episode of the
it-
cartoon.
It's
Yeah.
clearly made to explain his love of Italian food, right?
Yeah.
They did pay homage in the movie by having him kind of be found by John in that restaurant.
See, I knew it wasn't the Arbuckle farm because it was. I thought he came from another farm or something, but I don't know.
Colin's right.
Okay.
They basically retconned this in a special one-time story where he went out on the town and met his mom.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I don't feel bad.
Peanuts.
That's what I would have guessed, by the way. If I didn't know, if I wasn't thinking farm, I would have said the kitchen of Mama Leone's Italian restaurant. Yeah, because it's logical. Okay, which of these did not happen? Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. No problem. Charlie
Okay.
Brown talked to the little red-haired girl. Lucy vowed never to pull the football away again. Pigpen took a bath. Or Linus gave up his blanket.
Oh, jeez.
Remember, this is which of these did not happen.
Not happen. Yeah, yeah. You know, B is, I mean, she does that every time she talks. But
Yep.
did she actually say, I will never do it again and not do it? But yeah, that's, she always vows to never pull it away again. Okay, whenever you're ready.
And 3, 2, 1, go. Let's see. So Colin says, I want to say C, but might be forgetting something. All right. Matt says D, and Hutch says C. Nope, the answer is A.
I didn't know. It seemed
Charlie
it seemed
Brown
like-
did meet a girl once. Her name was Peggy Sue, but she was not the little red hair girl. As
See,
far as I know, they never showed the little red hair girl until the recent movie.
Okay, see, I thought he did finally talk
Peggy
to.
Jean, sorry, not Peggy
It's like
Sue.
after I remember the storyline where he was trying to talk to her and didn't, you know. But that's
Right.
I know that Linus gave up his blanket and asked somebody to keep it away, and then they buried it, and then he had to like dig up every bit of the yard looking for his blanket. And Pigpen took a bath.
It turns out in an early strips, they explained that Pigpen takes baths all the time. He just likes getting dirty again.
Yeah, I remember he was actually clean, and then like dust just starts accumulating up him
Right.
as you watch. As I answered it, I'm like, well, I think that was when he took a bath, but I couldn't remember for sure.
And yeah, one of my favorite moments in the entire comic when Charlie Brown was in the hospital. I can't remember if he was getting his appendix taken out or whatever. Lucy was getting all worried about him and feeling guilty about all the stuff she had done to him in the past. And she made a vow, if you get well, I promise never to pull the football away again. And she didn't. That gag stopped existing right then and there. So,
That's interesting. I
yeah.
wonder when that was. Okay. Oh,
So
wow.
let's see. Calvin and Hobbes. Oh, I wish Twitless was here. What kind of animal did Calvin conclude was a type of bug in a school paper? Bats, B, tigers, C, worms, or D, pterodactyls?
I don't
worry,
remember.
Colin. I was just doing awful in the last one.
I remember the strip, but I do not remember the answer.
Hmm.
Oh my god.
I think I just logicked this out, but it does seem kind of. I'm ready to say, but I.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. D and C.
See, I know he knows what pterodactyls are. I know he knows, he draws them or he imagines them, you know. So I know he knows what pterodactyls are, but at the same time, I could see him doing a paper on it.
I'm afraid the answer is A, bats.
Bats are a type of bug?
According to Calvin.
Oh,
He was
okay.
asked to write a paper about bats. He knew nothing about it. Rather than study, he just decided, well, they fly, they're ugly, they're creepy, they must be bugs, right?
Oh, does it? Yeah. Is Susan like saying bats aren't bugs?
Exactly. Yep.
Remember that now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I read a hilarious fan comic recently where they were taking Rouge the Bat from the Sonic comics because she has 2 arms, 2 legs, and then her wings are coming out her back. So someone's asking, wait a minute, so you have 6 limbs. Does that make you an insect? And then Calvin says, I knew it! All right.
Okay.
Back to Peanuts. Who was not one of the original cast from 1950? Shermie, Patty, Snoopy, or Lucy?
I've got it.
Ooh, okay. Interesting.
Oh no.
Then I'll give you a second, but otherwise, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah. Peppermint Patty actually went to a different school.
Oh, I did not say Peppermint Patty. I said Patty.
Oh.
The answer is Lucy.
Hmm.
She came along a little bit later, but she was an infant at the time. She actually grew up really fast.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah.
Colin says, bruh, cop out.
And you're saying there was a Patty?
There was. I'll bring up a picture for you.
Okay.
I'm sure you know her.
Is she the one who calls him good old Charlie Brown as he's walking back and forth and then says that blockhead?
Let's
Like
see.
one of the first strips?
Was that her or was that Violet? Was one of them.
Hmm.
Definitely. Oh, in fact, here's a really early image of her anyway.
Okay.
Whoops. But I want to find a later image so you also know who you're talking about.
Okay.
Come on. Oh, everything's Peppermint Patty. Come on. Here we go. She and Violet are actually kind of best friends, but both Violet and Shermie sort of disappeared as secondary characters after a while. Almost all the famous characters came later, other than Pigpen and Charlie Brown.
Okay.
Here we go. Share this tab instead. You know her?
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I sort of know that. Oh my
And
gosh.
just for comparison, this is Violet.
Yeah, I know who Violet is. Yeah.
Okay. And let's find that out. Peanuts. First.
Here's the first one
Yeah.
with
Oh,
that
you
little
found
girl
it?
who says good old Charlie Brown, then they're like, how I hate him. Yeah. That's the first one. So
Didn't see
so
it.
that's not okay, so that's not Lucy.
Let me bring it up. So, yeah, that's definitely Patty. There it is. And Shermie too. Wow, he changed a lot.
Yeah. Okay, I'm seeing her with that patterned dress.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. That's how you tell her apart. The angled check marks.
Yeah.
Or yeah, okay. Not check marks because they're not black and white, but you know what
Just
I mean.
checks.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, next. Emily the Strange. Which of these is not an... Oops. I'm going to change how this says. Which one of these is not an expletive Emily the Strange has been used, known to say? A. Sharks. B. Fargan. C. Flabberfarking. And D. Zonk.
I've never heard of this character, but I know what I'm going to say.
Alrighty.
Same.
3, 2, 1, and go. B and C. I'm afraid the answer is A again.
Sharks. Okay.
Yeah, she was known for making up her own.
Okay. Well, Fargan just sounded too much like Lobo, so I. But I don't know the character.
The bad guys.
Okay.
Along with Big Bad and Mr. Choppers, what other alias does Mr. Wolf goes by? A. Buck Wolford, B. Marmalade, C. Grandma, or D. Oliver Poodleton? Oh, yeah, sorry. 3, 2, 1, go.
Ooh.
We got an A, a C, and I'm just lost in all of this.
I'm with Colin on this. I mean, I saw the movie, but I also fell asleep during it, so I don't know.
The answer is C. You got it, Matt.
Grandma. Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I believe that's actually mentioned in the first volume, which is over on that shelf.
I had to look that up today to double check.
Where is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay.
Buck Wolford is a good name, though.
Buck Wolford is a
Colin
good
says, I've never read this book. You should, but you should, more importantly, watch the movies.
The book gets really weird. I have the first volume of the.
I just got through what I think number 5, and yeah, I'm like not expecting where this is going.
Well, and then he also has another series, Cat on the Run. It's a 3-issue series.
Right, I only read the
First
first
2
of that
issues are really good, and the third one totally jumps the shark.
Oh
Not that great. Kind of was a mistake.
one.
It's like the last season of Lost level, where there's good stuff in it, but on balance,
Jumping the shark in a comic like The Bad Guys, I'm like trying to picture what that looks like.
Well, in the Bad Guys, I'm not sure it does because I haven't read all of it. I've just read the first volume and the 20th volume.
Oh,
right.
well, sorry. In that universe, though, you know what I mean.
Yeah. In that universe, the thing is if you read the first volume of Cat on the Run, they set up this big mystery box,
Right.
And the second volume does a really good job of like teasing open the mystery box.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the third issue, they actually explain the mystery box, but everything inside of it is dumb.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry. Well, just so you know, Buck Wolford and Oliver Poodleton are actual characters that he goes by in the movies, but not the comics.
Oh,
And
okay.
Marmalade, of course, is the name of the villain.
Well, so if I had gotten it, okay. So he does use that in the movies. Okay.
Voulez-vous
We're going by the comics.
Okay.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
All right, Foxtrot.
Oh, hey.
I love Foxtrot.
Foxtrot's brilliant.
Which member of the family once got addicted to violent computer games for an entire story arc? A. Jason, B. Paige, C. Andy, or D. Roger?
That's tricky.
Sorry, I hit send on mine.
Oh, that's funny. Go for Pete.
Is Jason the little blonde nerd one?
Yes.
Okay,
Paige is the
That's what I
daughter. Andy is the mother. Roger's the father.
that's what I thought. Okay.
This one has always stuck with me because the answer is C. Andy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it was great.
It's
After
the mom.
railing against violent video games all for years, Jason managed to convince her to sit down and try something, and she immediately found it disturbingly addictive.
And I thought that it would be Paige for the same reason, that it wouldn't
I was
be
thinking of his
Jason.
sister for the
It wouldn't
same
be
reason.
Jason because it's
Right,
too obvious.
right.
Yep. That was my thinking as well.
Yeah. Okay.
But I was wrong.
Alrighty.
I'm not a regular reader of Foxtrot either, so
You know,
I
neither
used
am
to read
I.
it a
I
lot
just love it.
years and years ago, but that's been
I suppose we're going to get a funky Winker Bean question next.
I don't know what that is.
Funky Winker.
Sorry. No, we got Bone instead here.
Okay.
What is the name of the Queen of the Dragons? A. Mim. B. The Great Red Dragon. C. Rockjaw. Or D. King Duck.
Oh, it's been just a little too long.
Only 2 of those are dragons. Come on.
Oh, somebody knows this stuff.
Yeah. Well, I know the. Okay, I'm gonna guess.
Quidless was here. I'll bet he'd get it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay.
I
Are
need
we
to read
ready?
Back through Bone again.
Okay. Yeah. Me too.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. A
Oh.
and B. Matt got it. The answer is A. Mim.
Okay. I thought Mim was like the name of the grandma, the one who races cows. I was trying to remember.
Oh, gotcha.
The Great Red Dragon is like the first dragon you meet, right?
Yep.
Okay. It's a black and white book, so I'm like, how
Right.
do you know he's the Great Red Dragon?
Interestingly enough, I learned only today that Mim is apparently his mother.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Hmm.
And
let's see, I think I only got a couple more of these.
yeah, Rockjaw is a giant cougar, and King Duck is the king of the rat creatures.
Mm-hmm.
So Colin says my mom banned the Bone books when I was a kid, right after I finished reading the series. Good timing, Mom. Thankfully,
Yeah,
I finished it all.
That's weird.
Yeah,
I want to hear that story. What does that mean?
I do. I do want to hear that story because, like, of all of the offensive crap that is out there, like, I don't know that Bone really fits into that. Like, I mean, it's a magical world, but not like more than Narnia.
You'd be surprised. When I was a kid, my parents were against Ninja Turtles, G.I. Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. I can see. I can see. I can see reasons people would be against Ninja Turtles. There's a lot of Eastern mysticism that's baked into it, but it's all like fake versions of Eastern.
I doubt they would have even known that. I think they just didn't like the cowabunga teeth.
Yeah, that's also there's a lot of parents ban things not because they think that they're offensive, but because they inadvertently follow one of Jordan Peterson's 12 rules for life, which is don't let your children do anything that makes you despise them.
That's good. All right, Calvin and Hobbes. What did Calvin transform a cardboard box into by changing the writing on it? A time machine. B, transmogrifier. C, duplicator. Or D, Spaceman Spiff's spaceship.
I think I know this. Okay.
This is also one of my more memorable story arcs. It's like that.
Are we ready?
Yes. I am anyway.
Colin says, I grew up in a very conservative household. My mom banned all things portraying dragons. Oh, because the dragon is is Satan.
The
in the
devil's a
Bible.
dragon.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Hmm.
That's interesting. All right, 3, 2, 1, and go. Both C. No, sorry, it's the transmogrifier.
Okay.
I thought
This
it went
was-
from
did he
transmogrifier to duplicator.
No,
Did
it
he
was the
change the-
opposite.
Okay.
Oh.
The
This was when he was
duplicator.
doing the duplicating, and to get rid of them, he transmogrified them into worms.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Darn, so you guys were really close.
Yeah. Okay.
I am not doing well this round.
It's just been too long since I read it.
And let's see.
But I was close because I remembered the scene where he's like, all I have to do is and change the rating on
Right,
it. Now it's
I love when ideas and Calvin and Hobbes cross over with each other.
Yeah. Okay.
Tintin, what was the original name for the collective stories of Cigars of the Pharaoh and the Blue Lotus? A, Tintin in Shanghai. B, Tintin in the Far East. C, Tintin in the Orient. D, Tintin in the Land of the Shrines.
let's see. Just a stab at this one, I guess.
Yeah.
Colin says C. Matt says C. Oh wait, no, that was different C's. What do we got? C.
Yep.
D. Colin says nobody calls Asia the Orient anymore.
That's exactly why I thought C might have gotten renamed.
And you are right.
Okay.
Because originally, both books were originally going to be one big book, because if you've ever read the first two, you know they were like twice the length of an average Tintin book nowadays. And he ended up splitting them up, or the publishers did, into the two different and giving them individual names.
Egypt isn't really in the Orient, though.
Yeah.
I know. It's a long, journey to get from Egypt through the Middle East, into India, and then eventually into Japan and China.
Okay, so that I
Yeah.
guess that makes sense if he's going all the way over there.
Yeah.
He's following the Silk Road then, huh?
Right.
Okay.
I have no idea why they consider the Orient offensive. It's just one of those words you're just told it's now offensive, and it's like, what's wrong with the
Yeah.
Orient?
I started like years ago. People started saying that online, like back in 2011. They're like, "Orient is offensive," and I'm like, "Only if Occident is offensive. Do you find Occident offensive?" And people be like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
Because people are morons.
I don't know. I just find Asian so much easier to say than Oriental. It's like, wow, why are you hurting my
What's
tongue?
wrong with your tongue, man? That's easy.
I mean, I'm fine with saying Asian. I just don't think you should jump down everybody who says Oriental, like, oh my gosh, like you're saying the N word or something. It's not. It's just, okay, we've changed.
Well, and
our
it's
mind
okay
on
to
something,
say it
but
if you're
it's-
talking about a rug, apparently.
Well, yeah. Then the other thing about
Yeah.
that
The
that's really
Orientals
frustrating
don't
too
mind it.
is the other thing that's really frustrating too is like you say something is Asian and like that's and they say
Wow.
I'm sorry.
People not looking at the chat have no
I didn't
idea
mean
what's
to
going on
interrupt.
right
Yeah, you gotta feature
now.
that.
Wow. Okay.
You gotta feature the from the chat.
Yeah. Unless you don't want to get kicked off by YouTube.
I don't know what they do. I mean, we're saying it, so
Oh my God.
the thing about it is like people say, "Oh, it's othering," because
Yeah.
it's so collective. It's like saying that everybody in Asia is all the same. Okay,
Mhm.
what do you want to call them? Asians?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
A term which now applies to even Indians. So it's
Yeah,
like,
and anybody who's not like Turkey, like anything east of Turkey, is called an Asian. And
yeah.
it's just like,
Because it's in Asia.
yeah, it is. But so is Russia.
Yeah.
But like it's just stupid. Like you're using one collective term that means Eastern for another collective term that means Eastern,
Right.
and it's just like
Right.
you're that's stupid. That's dumb.
I can only
Nobody
assume
is-
that what happened is that, the term Orientalism came around, and that was racist.
Yeah,
So they just decided to cancel the word in general.
which is
So
which
many
is
of these decisions are like, it's like Dave Chappelle said. All this time, I thought I liked chicken because it was delicious.
Oh my, yes.
right? Well, and that's really frustrating too. Is like I was that particular stereotype. I was like in my 20s when I heard about that because I grew up eating those same foods, spending about half of my childhood in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
It's just like
All right,
Mike
let's
Miller
move on.
insists
All right,
on
let's
being
move
called
on.
Oriental. Yeah, I
Back
believe
to
that's
Sonic the
probably true.
Hedgehog here.
Okay, what's up? My Orients might become a T-shirt on my store.
Oh my gosh.
I think I need to do that.
That's hilarious. Okay, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Now, this is not specifically the Action Comics this time, because which line of comics featured an evil version of Super Sonic who separated from the body of Sonic? A.
Oh,
Fleetway, B. Archie, C. IDW, or D. Shogakukan?
I am going to guess.
I'm not even going to weigh in. I have no idea.
No.
Well, then I'm just going to hit my enter button and see if I'm right.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, it's Fleetway, actually.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
A lot of people didn't know it until recently, until it was accidentally brought up by Friday Night Funkin' of all things. But for the Fleetway readers, this guy was super popular, actually. Absolute psychopath. And they kept bringing him back. And if I remember, he just like somehow the supersonicness was turning Sonic crazy, and they had to separate, and it literally created two characters.
Negasonic.
Yeah, what they call Fleetway Supersonic just became this major villain of the series for years and years to come.
I think Colin's got the right answer, though.
What now?
Sonic DeviantArt fanfic.
Well, in a way, that's kind of what that was, yeah. Funny thing about the Sonic comics is that there have always been fan characters in every version, right? Because somebody's always making up new characters.
Original character, do not steal.
Yeah. And back to Garfield. What is the name of the mouse in the Garfield comics? A. Floyd, B. Lewis, C. Squeak, D. Tyrone. Forgive me if this one is a bit of a trick question.
Oh, on top
not
of
not a trick question, but it you may be. We'll see. Misled.
Boy. I don't want to. I don't know. I'm gonna have to just guess.
Man, I was worried some of these would be too easy. I was like, oh wait, no, so and so will get that in a heartbeat.
No, I'm.
Yes, you both got it right, Floyd. Lewis was
Hey.
the name of the mouse in the first Garfield movie. Squeak
Okay.
was in Garfield and Friends, the comic, the cartoon, and Tyrone was another mouse, also in the cartoons. So all of these, I figured that's why they could potentially mislead someone. But nope, you both got it right.
All of those could have easily been the right answer. Okay.
Me, I grew up on Floyd. And is this the last one? Yeah, the last one is Peanuts again. What is the original name to the Peanuts strip? Oh my gosh, I forgot to fill this out. So only have 3 options. A, Little
Hopefully
Folk,
one of them's right.
B, Our Gang, and C, Sparky.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, I just heard why it was changed to Peanuts, and then I forgot it.
Ooh,
I just heard like it was
I don't
one of
know
those.
that one actually.
It was like something was really trending Peanuts wise, and I cannot remember why they said because Peanuts are popular. That's what they wanted to call the strip.
Was
Really?
it Howdy Doody in the Peanut Gallery?
Yes, that was it. Yes,
Oh,
the
wow.
Peanut
Okay.
Gallery and Howdy Doody. Thank you. That was it.
That's interesting.
That's why because little kids are peanut galleries, so peanut is what they wanted to call these little kids.
Right.
So, yeah.
But it's funny because to me, I would never have expected that. To me, it doesn't seem like it's just a sudden name change. It seems to go from mostly like one cell comics to actual comic strip overnight. So it was like, the whole thing felt more like a reboot.
So the original 4-panel thing from the 1950s is not the first appearance
Right. It's just
Charlie
a lot
Brown?
of little
Okay.
non sequitur kind of things.
of okay.
Well, that is the first.
Charlie Brown?
It's the first Peanuts strip.
Yeah. Okay.
Before that, was called.
Was Charlie Brown in the single panel stuff that was before?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But they changed the name and the format. At least
Okay.
from what I can tell.
So it's called Little what?
What?
Little folks.
Folks.
And everybody got that one. And that's it.
Okay. Boy, those are very hard.
Dang. Sorry.
It's like
Sure
I
I
even
was.
read some of these, and I'm
I'm specifically trying not to go too obscure with some of this stuff.
Oh wow. Okay, so Sparky was his pen name for it,
Yeah.
huh?
yeah,
He always signed it that way too.
yeah.
Little
People
Folks by
would
Sparky.
say thanks Sparky when they're referring to
Yeah.
Chuck Schultz. Yeah. Like if they borrowed his character or made Snoopy made a guest appearance in their strip or something, they'd say thanks Sparky or something
Yeah,
like
that's
that. Yeah.
Yeah, they even used it at the end of the Peanuts movie, which I thought I loved that. It's like, aw. Colin says, "Wish I knew there was trivia thing, or I would have typed." Oh, you would have typed some. I thought you were going to say you would have studied up. Well,
Yeah.
we're
Next
still
time.
doing right. We're still doing at least one more of these. So
Yeah, we'll be doing some
I've
more
got
trivia.
another 25. Yeah.
Be doing some more trivia in future weeks or whatever. In future months, I should say. Next week, though, tune in for nothing.
Next week,
Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
Next week is Christmas, and then New Year's Eve.
yeah.
And I'm not gonna be here either night. So that story. And then the week after that, we are finally doing our talk about how the New Yorker ruined comics. And I'm super excited. I've been wanting to have this conversation for quite a while. I've got some ideas about it. And you may say, Reese, is that title clickbait? And I'll say, well, tell me on the 7th of January if it works.
First of
That's how
all,
we'll know.
First of all, I will point out that we will once again have an inevitable conversation with Twitless.
About? Sorry.
Come on. When you say such and such ruined comics, and then on top
Oh.
of that, we've got New York involved.
Probably not, because this is going to predate that by probably 80 years. So, yeah. So, because this is my premise, which I'm not going to spoil today,
Ah,
it goes all the way back to the 20s,
wow.
and so we are gonna have it's going to be a fun one.
Does this mean
I'm
these
excited.
comics have just never been good?
No. No, it's
I will get you that article that I was talking about today too.
Oh, cool.
As it talking about what ruined comics, you may as well throw that in the discussion too. So I'll get it to you.
What? Yeah. Sounds fun for sure. Okay, guys. Next, like I said, that's for next week, and hopefully, we'll also by the time the new year rolls around, have some more shows scheduled out for the future. Take care of some of that in the back rooms, in the break room up here on Monitor Duty. And until next time, get out there, spend some holiday cuddled up around the fireplace, reading some comics. And for Cartoonicus and Hutch, this is Reese signing off from Monitor Duty. Merry Christmas, you guys.
Merry Christmas.
Merry